This is an emergency broadcast. Our
Yes. Chained up on the other side. Sweet.
They're gonna have to forfeit their deposit. Now you got problems. Keep your guard up. He might try to ambush us.
Sensor crit.
Got nothing. Shouldn't take long.
Yeah.
stay there. Damn it. Please, let's go.
Oh, damn! Really want this to be the last one you see? Don't worry, it's still attached. Mostly. Took some bright minds to build a place like this.
Hey,
I'm listening.
think you can unlock that terminal?
Sure thing. Well, well. A shabby set of protocols. It's all yours.
That's it.
Going up. Going down. Look.
Got him.
And the victim of
That is. Yeah, right.
I regret any suffering you may incur. No, I cannot provide you more.
Got it.
Danny Kaye there singing Civilization. Diamond City Radio wouldn't be possible without the help of some wonderful businesses here in town. Commonwealth Weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Just try to not tap your foot along to this one. I dare you. It's Uranium Rock by Warren Smith.
A lot of people out here could use a hand. Try not to sever anything you might miss. I can almost smell that old Merc cigars.
Well, if it isn't my old friend, the frozen TV dinner. Last time we met, you were cozying up to the peas and apple cobbler.
Nice.
Sorry, your house has been a wreck for 200 years, and I don't need a roommate. Leave. Never expected you to come knocking on my door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
Hello? It would appear your attempt at stealth has failed.
You playing hide and seek?
Head wound.
Some folks never lose their fondness for living in the basement.
Look, you're pissed off, I get it, I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
That's it.
Ella Fitzgerald, folks. Hey, everyone. Travis Lonely Miles here, bringing you the type of news you just don't hear about every day. Word is that a group of soldiers from the Brotherhood of Steel were sighted in the Commonwealth.
Nice.
Things got hairy for them at the old Cambridge police station. How hairy? I can't be sure. But I've heard about the kind of firepower those guys pack. Couldn't have been good. They're fine now, thanks to everyone's favorite vault dweller, who happened upon the scene and lent a much-needed hand.
I think we...
Good job surviving out there, and best of luck to all.
Do something for you? You got time to talk now?
Here's
Is
one
something
from
the
Cold
matter?
Quarter.
You sound
I don't
upset.
think
What?
Diamond City
Oh,
Security
no.
would totally agree with
We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
So, who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. But my memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
I do what's needed.
Well, you certainly seem to judge doing good pretty high on your list of necessities. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Hostile there. Perception impaired.
Don't underestimate us again. Not doing them much good at this point.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Remember, Kellogg's a professional. He won't make it easy.
Sensor anomaly detected.
They're gone for good.
Containment is under.
Break a sweat. Not that it's an option.
That was Roy Brown with Butcher Pete. Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard about the latest issue of Public Occurrences. Some bold claims by our intrepid reporter. Since possibly living among us, undetected. Very serious implications. Wouldn't you agree? The mayor's office has, of course, issued a statement denying the validity of the article. saying all is well in Diamond City. The mayor himself insists that the fears raised in the article are unfounded. Good to know, I guess. But between you and me, listeners, I'm
Is
gonna
someone
keep
present?
my eyes open just to be on the safe side. Well, never a dull moment here at Diamond City Radio. Here's Grandma Plays the Numbers by Wanoni Harris.
Actual destruction of fellow Synth verified. I must end your existence.
They won't be bothering anybody now.
You got guts and determination. It's admirable. But you are in over your head in ways you can't possibly comprehend. It's not too late. Stop. Turn around and leave. You have that option. Not a lot of people can say that.
Sweet.
Watching a conductor at the orchestra.
Got it. Yes. That's it.
military fort. Not a bad place to operate from. Plenty of security.
Okay, you made it. I'm just up ahead. My Siths are standing down. Let's talk. And there she is, the most resilient woman in the Commonwealth.
Enough! Just... Where is my baby?
Lady, I'm just a puppet like you. My stage is a little bigger, that's all. Sean's a good kid. So maybe he's not quite a baby anymore, but he's doing great. Only, he's not here. He's with the people pulling the strings. You came a long way. Let's hear it.
Then you're gonna take me to him. Right now.
Take you to him. Like I could, even if I wanted to. Don't you get it? Your son, he's in a place nobody can reach. Sean's safe. At home. In the Institute.
So where is it, huh? This institute? How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the Institute. The Institute finds you. You open the closet, it's just a closet. You can never find the monster that hides inside. Not until it jumps out at you. But I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end.
That was a big crowd of you folks.
Received from all. Destroyed intruder.
Folks, I'd like to take away to something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it.
You're not as soft as I thought.
Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand.
Won't be hurting anyone
I
else.
really do
We should take a look
appreciate
around, get all the intel this place can hide.
All right, folks.
All this tech.
That's enough sentiment from me.
You were barely human.
Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? Crawl Out Through the Fallout is next, courtesy of Sheldon Allman, but brought to you by me, Travis Lonely Miles.
No accounting for taste.
Perfect. Nick.
So, Kellogg wasn't giving us any bull. Your son really is on the inside. Even I don't know where the Institute is, and they built me.
Mr. Metal for Hands doesn't know how to get back to the factory?
No, I skipped that part of the orientation film while they were busy pulling me apart and putting me back together again. We're in the weeds here. Time to take a step back, bring in some fresh eyes. Only person I know willing to snoop up the Institute's tail feathers is Piper, the reporter in Diamond City. I say we head her way, talk this through.
Diamond City it is.
Hey, chin up. I know the night just got darker, but it won't last forever.
Going up. Roof access.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
Deep into that darkness peering,
Well, well. Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
Where do you want me to start? The part where Kellogg turned out to be working for the Institute? Or the part where he told me they have Sean?
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Man like that would have had access. In and out.
But we both know that angle isn't going to work.
Louis Jordan, folks. Gotta love him.
Because he's dead.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging
Good news
parent.
is something often in short supply in the Commonwealth.
Be a great ending if we didn't still have the
So
biggest
I'm happy
mystery in the
be able
Commonwealth to
deliver
solve.
a little bit to you. If you were one of the
He wasn't
folks
gonna
worrying
talk.
in hushed tones about the
Even if I
whereabouts
had a
of
way of
Diamond
bringing him
City's most
alive.
effective
Gets his
detective,
brains blown out.
you can rest easy.
Huh. His
Nick
brains.
Valentine is back in town.
You
and
know,
seemingly
we may
none the
not
worse
need
for
the
wear.
man at all.
While
You're
details
talking
about
crazy
what
here,
happened to
Nick.
him are scarce,
Got a
I,
fault
for
in the
one,
old
am just glad
subroutines?
he's back.
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den.
And if there's any more
Relive
good
the
news to
past
share,
moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead
Here's
brain
a
to
classic
sing,
from Danny
it'll be
Kaye.
Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Heads up.
Point the way.
Hey, Piper.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want, especially if it's high tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but let's just say they have their own agenda.
You said something about the railroad?
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive. Ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor. A code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? Far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
We should get going.
All right.
You see that big blimp? It's the Brotherhood of Steel. Why are they here?
Hey, see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here? Jeez, lady. I like guns too, but you think you might be overcompensating there? Hey, I heard what you did for old Travis. Nice.
Come on, Darcy, let's go.
Take it easy. I don't think she wants to leave just yet.
Hey, this is between me and my wife. Why don't you mind your own damn business for once?
Oh, God, Paul, why do you always have to make a scene? Pour me another drink, Henry.
Damn it, Darcy, I just want you to come home.
I'll be home. Later.
I can't believe you'd do this to me, Cook.
Do what to you, Paul?
You smug bastard. You keep away from my wife, goddammit.
You'd better get out of here before you do something stupid.
You son of a bitch!
Don't hurt him, Henry!
Go on. Get out of here.
I'll be at home, Darcy, taking care of our son.
Usually a lot quieter around here.
What was that argument about?
Darcy here likes to relax and enjoy life from time to time, and her husband Paul doesn't. He's not a bad guy, really. Just a little uptight. Too bad he can't learn to relax, huh, Darcy?
You there! I haven't seen you in here before. Why don't you make yourself useful and buy me a drink or something?
Yet another breaking story here in Diamond City, folks. I'll bring you up to speed.
You come here often?
As often as I can. Henry is so good at listening to my troubles.
Troubles? What would you know about that? Anyway, I got a bar to run. Ordering?
So is this you?
That's right. Owner, bartender, sympathetic ear. I try to provide a little oasis from the hardships of life. Name's Cook, by the way. Henry Cook. Let me know if I can get you anything.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Bottoms up.
You'd recognize him. Don't hesitate to get word to Nick Valentine. And keep that dial tuned to Diamond City Radio for updates on this breaking story. Wishing on the moon sounds like
Still here, Darcy?
Right now.
Isn't it fabulous?
Bob Crosby.
Sitting up here in the stands?
Happy
Oh,
times.
you'll get addicted to it.
So it's true then.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah?
Hey, General.
Yes?
General.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Hey.
Let's trade.
Okay.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Got it.
You just heard Undecided by Ella Fitzgerald. The Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth, folks, and that's good news for all of us. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle, an old holdout of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control. There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. That's good to hear, don't you think? Here's another one from Betty Hutton. Guys, don't take this personally.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
I don't think we...